Evening all. This is Tim. Just going to talk to you about the ammunition box covers. Each tank has a cover like this, and then a fitting which has detente positions and pins, spring-loaded pins, which have to be pinched together in order to lift the cover from the tank. Just for giggles really, I thought I'd have a crack at making that actually work. Things to notice are the cover has a slight depression there, cylindrical cut, if you will, in it, an arc for the metal pin to sit in, and there's a corresponding hole in the underside of this fitting. It was interesting trying to get it all to fit. This is 1mm brass that I've been soldering together, and I'm going to show you how I've done that. These still need to be filed back, so there's quite a bit of work to do on those yet. But I hit upon I think what was a moderately neat way of doing this, so without further ado I'll go on. I hope you can see this. So the first thing is using two machine vices with about 1 centimetre of the wire. Is actually a hollow tube, this hollow brass tube, sticking out the first of the machine vices. Now, because this has been cut with pliers ordinarily, the first thing I need to do is to file it. And what I've done here is I've got a Ward file, sort of locksmith's file, just a flat file to start with, and I run it up and down very gently, letting the file do the work, and just using my finger to prevent it from bending in case the file catches. It only takes a few seconds, and that's now nicely filed flat. And that's important because the next bit we're going to do is the same principle but with a rat tail file. Now what I'm hoping to achieve here, if I set this up correctly, is a subtle arc on the, there we go, right first time, how's that? And using the machine vise to give a nicely parallel stroke. Again, it doesn't take very long to do, it's nice soft brass. Now when we come to soldering that should make a nice bond. Note that I'm leaving this piece of brass in so that when I put the other one in, it will marry up to the filed curve. This bit's a little bit fiddly. Once you've got it right, right there, a bit more slack on that. These little machine vices are 40-50 quid, and absolutely worth their weight in gold for work like this. It's just touch tight. There's my magic matchstick on. I'll just use the end of that for a moment. So just going to put some flux on, just ordinary soldering flux. Now you'll note that those of you who've done a lot of soldering, that the vices, well, these machine vices will act as heat sinks. So for that reason I'm not using a soldering iron, but instead a little gas torch. And the beauty of this is I can punch a lot of heat in more or less instantly. And the bond's made straight away. Let's just give that half a second to cool. And then take it out of the vise, being careful not to bend it. and finally cut off the excess. All these stubs are much longer than they need to be, so I'll file the joints first, and if they survive that, then the next job will be to carefully cut and file them to length. So quite a lot of work. Anyway, when it's all done, these clips will travel in these slots here, and there's a detente position above, so that having pinched them in, you can then lift the switches and release them, which will leave the cover in the open position. Really just an exercise finding out if I could make it. Really, there's obviously no earthly point, but good fun to make and design. There you go.